Right, ladies and gentlemen, a wonderful book and a scarce one too in this edition on the, it's from a series which is called The Mushrooms of France, and this volume is dedicated to edible and poisonous mushrooms. It's published in 1926, second edition, and it's a wonderfully illustrated book throughout. It's entirely illustrated in colour. Look at that wicked one there, dripping poison or whatever it is. It's wonderfully illustrated. Each of these colour pages has illustrations front and back. There are various diagrams as well, but they're front and back. So every time you see an illustration, there's also an illustration on the back. And it goes through all the edible mushrooms, the poisonous mushrooms, and the deadly poisonous mushrooms. And they're divided into sections, they're divided into categories by the occasional appearance of a skull and crossbones. If something is just generally poisonous, it's referred to as poisonous, but if it's really, look at that horrendous purple one, but if it's really poisonous, it's got a skull and crossbones at the top of the page, which I can't quite find at the moment, but there are a few dotted around in the book, but when you want something you can't find it, but there we are. So really poisonous ones have skulls and crossbones on them. There's an interesting little binding fault in the book. One plate has been bound twice, but it doesn't mean there's a missing plate. The next plate simply follows logically on, so plate 13 has been put in twice. And in fact, a binding fault has been acknowledged by the publishers. There's a rather ominous erratum slip that says the captions for two of these pictures have been reversed. Please be careful. Not the kind of thing you want in a poison mushroom book, to read the wrong caption and find that something's edible when in fact it's deadly poisonous. So there is an amusing erratum slip there. But as I say, skulls and crossbones where they're poisonous, and I can't find any at the moment, but there we are. It's a scarce book. I'm currently on the 140 million volume Abe Books Antiquarian book site. All I can find are 1939 copies. This is 1926, and those are priced, the cheapest of those is £30, and they go up in price 34, 43, 51, 77. So this is a great way to improve your French on holiday while looking for wonderful edible mushrooms as well, but be very careful to avoid the ones with skulls. And well, I just saw a skull and crossbones, but it's gone. At the top of the page, a black and white skull and crossbones. There we are, skulls and crossbones, deadly poisonous. Thanks so much. Bye.